Hello everyone, welcome to Geeky Nerd. Today we will begin the eighth part of the aptitude topic averages. We will be discussing a few new scenarios where the fundamental concepts of average would be employed. With this video, we will conclude the topic of averages. Before proceeding further, I hope everyone would have learned and practiced the problems related to the previous videos thoroughly. If you had not seen the previous concepts, please click on the card or the links in the bio to watch them. It is recommended to learn the fundamentals thoroughly and start this video. At the end of this video, we will be able to understand how the average gets modified when observations undergo linear change and what happens to the average when observations get replaced. Like, share, and subscribe the channel for more interesting concepts and shortcut methods for solving them. So without wasting any time, let's move into the video.
This is a very easy concept, the easiest of everything what we have learned till now in averages. If all the numbers gets increased or decreased or multiplied or divided by a particular number, then their average should also be done by the same. For example, if you are adding all the numbers by 4, their average also increases by 4. If you are multiplying all the numbers or all the observations by 5, then the average also gets multiplied by 5. So let us solve one small problem to just know how this works out. The average of the marks of 12 students in a class is 36. If the marks of each student gets doubled, then what will be the new average? So it has been given that number of observation is equal to 12. Old average is equal to 36. What they have given is the marks of each observation gets doubled. We know whenever each observation gets doubled, the old average also gets doubled. Therefore, new average is equal to old average multiplied by 2, which is equal to 72. That is, whenever the observations get multiplied by m, the old average also gets multiplied by m. So this concept is similar to the cases of addition, subtraction and division also. This concept is referred to as true or false average. Here, the total number of observations and the average would have been given. One reading would have been wrong and it would have been replaced by a proper reading, and we need to find the proper average after the replacement. So here the total average is considered as A, correct reading is considered as X and wrong reading is considered as Y. We need to find the proper average or the true average. We know that average is equal to sum of the observations divided by number of observations. Here, sum of the observations can be expressed as total number of observations multiplied by the average. So, here total average is A and total number of observation is N. Therefore, proper average will be A multiplied by N plus correct reading is emphasized as X and wrong reading is emphasized as Y. Therefore, A into N plus X minus Y divided by N. The correct reading will be prefixed with the plus symbol and the wrong reading will be prefixed with the minus symbol. Let us solve some examples to understand how this works out in reality. The average weight of a group of 75 girls was calculated as 47 kgs. It was later discovered that the weight of one of the girl was read as 45 kg instead of 25 kg. What is the actual average weight of the group of 75 girls? So from the question, we can clearly see that number of observations is equal to 75 and initial average is equal to 47 kg. It was found that the wrong reading was 45 and correct reading is equal to 25 kg. We need to find proper average. Total weight plus correct reading minus wrong reading divided by number of observations, which is equivalent to 47 multiplied by 75 plus 25 minus 45 divided by 75, which is equivalent to 3525 minus 20 the whole divided by 75, that is 3505 divided by 75, which will in turn give 46.733. When we round it off to two decimals, this will be 46.73 kilogram. That is, initially of 75 girls, the average weight was considered to be 47. When one wrong reading of 75 was replaced by a proper reading of 25, the new average comes down to 46.73 kilogram. Let us solve one more example. The average marks of a student in 7 subjects is 41. After revaluation, in one subject, the mark is changed from 14 to 42, and in remaining subjects, the marks remain unchanged. What is the new average marks? So we know that number of observations is equal to 7 and average is equal to 41. So correct reading is equal to 42 and wrong reading is equal to 14. We need to find proper average. As we discussed in the previous question, proper average is equal to total value plus correct reading minus wrong reading, the whole divided by number of observations. Here total value will be 7 into 41 plus 42 minus 14 divided by 7. 287 plus 28 divided by 7, which is equal to 315 by 7, which is equal to 45. In this video, we learned how the average gets modified when observations undergo linear change and what happens to the average when observations get replaced. We solve problems via the shortcut method for the convenience of the listeners. With this video, we have successfully completed the overall aptitude topic of averages. Let us see a quick recap of what we had discussed through the 8 videos regarding this aptitude topic.
In the first video, we discussed about the basic definition and how averages can be computed on the odd numbers, even numbers, and natural numbers using the shortcut methods. In the second part, we determined the combinational average of individual groups. That is, there will be n number of groups, and using the shortcut method, we determine the overall average of all those groups. In the third part, we discussed about determination of average of leftover observations. This part was an extension of the part 2 video. In this video, we discussed how to determine the average of leftover observations from a particular entire group. The part 4 video discussed the factors affecting averages, that is, how the overall average got impacted based on the inclusion, exclusion, or the replacement of observations. From the part 5 till part 8, we discussed the various applications of the fundamentals of averages. In the part 5 video, we saw how average was computed based on various scenarios related to student and marks. The part 6 video is an extension of the part 5 video, and it can also be considered as an alter of the part 2 video. In the part 7 video, we discussed how average gets related to the physical quantities such as time, speed, etc. At last in this video, we discussed about how averages get affected based on linear change in observations and also when the replacement of observations based on false and true value. I insist all the viewers to practice solving more and more problems so that the speed of solving can be increased. Like, share, and subscribe the channel. Also convey it to your friends such that they can be benefited. Until we meet in the new aptitude topic, thank you.